I'm Ali Masrae. I'm Arab and originally from Iran. I'm a New Zealand citizen and I work as a system support engineer at Resolve Technology in Wellington. I also consider myself a scholar specialized in Middle Eastern politics. That's a different part of me. And I have a master in strategic studies from Victoria University and currently involved in a master research in international security in Master University.
My name is Ihab Abdul Hadi. I'm originally from Iraq. I've been in New Zealand for 10 years. I have a bachelor in computer science from Victoria University. At the moment I'm working as a software engineer at Critchlow Limited, building boards for emergency management for customers in New Zealand and Australia.
We wanted to talk about our project or idea today too. And okay, I'll tell you the story from the start. I was studying strategic studies at Victoria University, and that involved a few researchers in regards to the political and the strategic environment in the Arab world and Middle East, in particular. And I had to search for a lot of academic content in Arabic language. However, I wasn't able to access a lot of that. Not that it doesn't exist, but it's just inaccessible online. So according to my background as an IT professional, I thought that we can come up with an idea to develop a virtual environment where scholars and students can meet and exchange ideas and resources and all the academic products and just provide it over the internet so everyone can get access to that. So I talked to Ihab about that. Ihab is a software developer and he's expert in that, and we came up with this idea, which...
Yeah, I personally liked the idea from the beginning. From a technical point of view, it's really nice and easy to implement. We think there are a few reasons, important reasons why a project like this will be successful. First, because it's unique. From a good research we did together, there's no project that was done like this before in the Middle East area or for Arabic countries. So nothing like this pretty much was done. That will be the first thing, the first project, and it's needed. Later we're going to talk about the potential market, but there are heaps of academic students and many other people actually who will benefit from a project like this, and many of them are most probably waiting desperately for a repository, academic repository like this, where they can actually use and share information and documents.
Also, it has a good potential to provide kind of like a bridging environment between the Arabic academia and the Western scholarship. And within that, a lot of Arabic academic producers, like universities or even students, can have the chance to interact with the Western industries, with the Western economies, as well as the Western academic environment. And also, the prospect for customers is a huge list. So you can think of all types of customers, from simple online users, students, to researchers, teachers, professors, governmental officials, and all these types of users. However, the competition also is not so high, so the market is kind of like...
Yeah, again, from the research we did, there's not much competition. There are a few websites out there and who do something similar to this, but they're very modest when it comes to contents and design and functionality. We can very easily beat this. What exists online already. The best ones you can find, there's not too many anyway, but the ones you find usually from specific universities published in this year's students' research, which is not too many documents anyway.
We have big faith in this project and this idea, and that is because of the market and the potential. There are 22 Arab-speaking countries, 1,200 Arab producing universities around the world. There is something like 20 million out of our research. We came up with these numbers. We discovered these numbers. There are 20 million students all around the Arab world currently are studying in different institutions. There is something like above 64 million Arab online users. So the internet users, something like 64 million in the Arab countries, and the number is one of the highest growing rate in the world. So the potential is so high, and we can promote this idea in a long range of customers, and we really have faith in it.
Right. So please, we invite you to invest in this idea. We think it's really nice and easy to implement, and we think it will be very successful.
We're looking forward to any potential help from any partner.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.